Hey, what's up, guys? Good morning. We're back at McDonald's here. We got a coffee, my breakfast, Reese's cups and Snickers. We got 3 in the chat here. Hey, what's up, John S? Throw up. Hey, Dorito. Got a Reese's cup today. These were only $1.29. That's like the old prices. $1.29 for each of these. Pretty good price. I could get out of bed this morning. I was just, yeah, it's. $36 the dollar. I'm planning on hitting off at these states. No, might not be doing a whole lot more of America. Maybe just like some big cities and maybe a little bit of some trails like the Appalachian Trail. Hitting all 50 states would be tough. Even if you just go across the country, you're only hitting like 8 or 9 states. You have to like zigzag to hit all the states. That'd be pretty hard. Yeah, that'd be pretty hard on foot. Maybe on a drive-in it wouldn't be too tough, but. Hey, what's up, guys? Yeah, I got Snickers and a Reese's cup. Actually, I wanted 2 other candy bars today, but they didn't have. All they had was Reese's and Snickers, small size. The rest they had to pick sizes. So. In almost 30 days here of the trip. What's it cost to Mike? Sausage, egg, and biscuit. No, they're probably serving lunch now. I just got a coffee here at the McDonald's, and I got a Snickers and Reese's. It's not that far to get back to the north of Ohio, but thinking about just calling this end of the journey. Actually, last night I kind of decided the heat and the sun. I'll be calling this end of the journey probably finishing the Ohio walk here. But I got a few other things I want to do in Ohio live streaming, so it's not the end of Ohio, but just kind of this walking. I'm not going to walk north. I'm going to skip all that and take a Greyhound. I already walked from the south, but yeah, thanks, Boston Mike. Yeah, I'm near Dayton. It's called Troy. It's actually not that far to walk to like the north. It's like 120 miles, 130. But yeah, the heat and the sun are beating me up. I said that's my number 1 complaint. It's not the walking or my feet or legs or anything, it's the heat and the sun. It's like like today's gonna be 90 and tonight's gonna be like low 70s and raining, so it's like no relief from the heat. When you go north of here, it just gets all like in a cornfield, so you just be completely exposed to the sun all day, the ultraviolet rays, you know. Yeah, it's been fun. Ohio's kind of like a all-American state, you know, so it's kind of like kind of seeing a little bit of America in a microcosm. You guys been following along? What's up, Allied Irons? I'm gonna keep live streaming. I'm just the hiking Ohio thing's gonna be coming to a close here. We'll still have adventures coming up here until I go overseas. Until I travel overseas. None of those Southeast Asian countries are really open. It's only Vietnam is. So, and there's people traveling there, but they have their shots. Mr. Vegas says overseas when this year, most likely. So I was thinking about just going regroup. Might get regrouping and then going start overseas again, but. I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet, but I might like to do some more live streaming in America before I go back overseas. I've been overseas every year. I was overseas last year, Mexico. I was overseas 2020 in Colombia and Mexico. So it's not like I haven't been going overseas, but I had the pandemic. Yeah, UK would be cool. UK would be cool to live stream, but walk around live stream. So would I was actually kind of surprised, like the UK is not that expensive, the hotels, compared to like Western Europe or America. Like you can't really get cheap hotels in like Belgium or France, but you look at the UK, they got like $50 business hotels, plus hostels, some hostels too. UK is having problems with the food shortage. Well, the UK imports a lot of their food, right? Too. They probably import half their food, or 30-40% of it. I heard that was the Dutch. The Dutch were not allowed to farm. I didn't hear anything about the UK farmers not being allowed to farm. The Dutch are actually one of the top 10 world exporters in food, even though they're only a small country. I think I told you, we talked about that before. Like one of the world's top 10 exporting food countries. As far as for value. Hey, good morning, Kim. Why doesn't America help Sri Lanka? I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know much what's going on in Sri Lanka. They're having some big issues. They had a corrupt political class that stole. They had Lamborghinis and stuff, and they only export two things, and they only had tourism and they export tea. That's it. So they don't have any oil, or they don't make. They don't have really make a lot of money to export in the world market. Tea and tourism. But their politicians put them in that situation. Lefty All Around says 80% of the UK food is imported. Wow, is it that high? That's very high, ratio of food import. I would be surprised if that is really that high. Maybe like 50%. 50% is pretty high. Most countries produce most of their own food. They only have to import a little bit. But the exception is countries like Japan and UK, because they're very densely populated and not much farmland. The UK has a lot of farmland, but it's a very densely populated country. Yeah, I might go to New York City. We'll see. Vegas, they got those cheap. Vegas has a lot of cheap combination options. They got the cheap weekly apartments, like really not really nice, but got hostels. Even some of the big casinos, they got deals on the weekdays were really cheap. But I don't know, there's not really much to live stream in Vegas. New York City, there's lots of live stream. 110 degrees, yeah, there you go. You get Reese's cup, McDonald's coffee, you got a Snickers. Lefty, that doesn't sound right. Yeah, they're saying 46%. That sounds more right. Like they're importing 45% of their food. The UK actually used to be, before the Industrial Revolution, used to be a very agricultural country. Produced a lot of, farms, and they produced a lot of wool. Yeah, 46% sounds more accurate. Any country that's importing 80% of its food, that's not very good. Even Japan is densely populated, is still like produces, like 65% of its food. They have to import a lot of rice, but they still produce a lot of rice too. Japan's like as densely populated as the UK, but you gotta remember like 80% of its mountains. They don't really have a lot of farmland, 75-80% of it's all mountains. But rice, you don't need a lot of land to produce a ton of food. So they're able to produce like 60% of their rice that they eat, and that's the main thing they eat there. You just need some highly productive river areas, that. Oh yeah. UK is not the climate for rice. I was talking about Japan, but UK produces typical crops like barley and wheat, corn, oats. And they probably have a lot of pork and stuff, but they probably just import the feed, like the corn from America to feed the pigs and the chickens. You import the animal feed. And then they probably import a lot of meat from, still beef from Brazil and Argentina too. They get a lot of cheese from Europe. Please put a list of my backpacking gear on video. Yeah, I might make a video about that, but it's changing too. Like, I might make a video before I go overseas. Yeah, yesterday I got copyright. I actually made a comment. 5 hours it took to copyright. So the first 5 hours it wasn't. I made a comment. Oh, it didn't get copyright at Walmart. But then like 30 minutes later, bam, it was copyrighted. So. Hey Welsh, big ups. Thank you for the £1. Thank you very much, Welsh. I don't know if I think it was only one song that got copyrighted. So I don't even know if it was here at McDonald's or in Walmart. Let's see here. Yeah, they import all kinds of stuff probably, but you still manage to produce 50% of your own food. Yeah, the United Arab Emirates is all desert. It's all desert and it's all cities. So yeah, they probably import 90% of their food. I'm gonna be doing some walking and streaming today. Yeah, I'm gonna catch a Greyhound, head back north, I think tomorrow. There's too much sun and heat every day. I can't. I can't walk through cornfields the next 10 days and bake it in the sun. No, this is McDonald's. McDonald's here. Make it to North Carolina. Not really any trails in North Carolina, man. Except the Appalachian Trail that goes to the mountains. There's a burger place I want to try here. It's a diner. It's been family business since 1939. They weren't open yesterday, but I'm gonna try it here in Troy today. It's really cheap. It's like $3.50 for a burger, 20 cents extra for cheese. Hey, what's up, guys? You got Jonathan North in the chat here. Yeah, McDonald's is pretty decent coffee. No complaints. I think the best coffee I had, other than like a coffee shop, just like as far as gas station and fast food, it was the Aztec blend at Speedy. That was pretty good coffee there. It had some nice flavors to it. The one thing about McDonald's coffee I don't really like is it's kind of too mellow. Like, I think they make that like it on purpose, but it's still decent, but it's a little bit mellow, too mellow. I like some strong coffee notes coming through sometimes, strong flavor. Not like me, it's just be real bitter and acidic. I mean, just like some hints of flavor, The Aztec blend at the Speedy gas station is pretty good. They got that. Hey, Stinky, thanks for the 5 Aussies. Cheers. It is working. Yeah, it just went through. Big up, Stinky. Thank you very much. Yeah, this one's got charging. Hey, Road Dog, big ups. Thank you very much, Stinky, for the 5 Aussies. Cheers. I could meet some IP2 guys. If I went to Vegas, I'd probably run into some. OG Majestic Lion, probably run into him. But you don't really get on IP2 unless you like go on an RV or you hang around a lot of them all the time. Like, you really get. Also, they like kind of a certain type of personality. They like the speaker. I don't know if I would fit in well with the IP2 crowd. Hey, Poonchar, big ups. Thank you for the 30 rupees. Big ups, Poonchar. Thank you very much for that. Maybe I should work on getting my India visa, 5-10 year India visa and Vietnam visa, and then start around the world travel. Big ups Poonchar, big ups Stinky, thank you for the super chats here. Poonchar says India is a very crazy place. Yeah, it's a travel adventure. It's very affordable though too. It's pretty cheap. I don't think it's as cheap as it used to be known as, but I think it's still pretty cheap. When I travel, I don't get fat. Like, I was in Mexico, I lost weight just because all the walking you do every day, and just walking around the town and stuff, you still do like 6-7 miles. And a lot of times you don't always have food on hand, so like you miss snacking opportunities. You got to go out, walk to get some food, and sometimes you just go like without a breakfast or without a dinner. So I always end up losing weight when I travel. Just 50 gig, 4G, $10. That's pretty cheap. 50 gig would only last me a week, maybe 5 days of live streaming. But if I went to India, I think what I would do is I would make vlogs. I just do my daily travel vlogs. Maybe do a few live streams, a couple live streams here and there, once a week or something. So that'd be perfect for that. I never heard of the Mountain to Sea Trail in North Carolina. I have to look them. I've never heard of that one, man. It's not on my Gut Hooks. Gut Hooks has all the hiking trails in America. I'll have to look that up. Maybe it's a secret trail. Sounds like a really nice trail, but I like North Carolina. Nankai Sabai says the heat kills my appetite. Yeah, like when I was walking around in Pattaya, like live streaming all day, I did some like walk around streams, and I just drink like coconut water and sugary stuff and fruit. That's all you want to eat when it's really hot. You're outside all day. I never had a problem with soy dogs in Thailand or in Pattaya or Thailand, but definitely not in Pattaya. I think in Pattaya the soy dogs are pretty well taken care of. Plus there's a lot of people around everywhere. So I guess when you get on some of the back streets in Jomtien, yeah, it might be more of a nuisance. Yeah, the soy dogs are mostly friendly. Mr. Vegas, there are people doing walk around videos in London, but there's nobody doing IRL. There's a guy, Shorin the Clown was like the only one that I remember. Yes, sometimes more in the country, the soy dogs are more aggressive. There's not many people around, but Pattaya, there's so many people in Pattaya milling about that they're usually pretty accustomed to people, Jonathan North, how are you liking Pattaya, Thailand so far? On a scale of 1 to 10. Has he been there, 4 or 5 days now? Yeah, I would definitely visit Istanbul and Turkey on my around the world trip. Oh, you're chilling with John55? Cool. Yeah. Big ups John55 in the chat. Dude. Jonathan Norris in the cave. Sweet. Awesome. That's the bar John55. We got 2 Johns here, so it's getting confusing, but that's where John55 works at in Pattaya. It's a bar. Soil K Metro. Meeting of the minds. Let's see here. Yeah, we have a lot of people in the chat here that are like in Pattaya. My name is Prince, John, Jonathan North. Who else here? GHB's in Pattaya. It's like 25% of the chat's currently in Pattaya. Oh, cool. Yeah, that's Soy LK Metro. It's like a mini walking street off of Soy Bukkao. part of the whole soy bukkao. You know, that's like the main, kind of the main street in Thailand right now. I mean, in Pattaya. GHB says right now is the best time to be there. Yeah, there's never really a bad time to be there. I do like this time of year because of the all the fruits in season usually. And it's usually not as much traffic. It's usually a little bit cheaper. The low season. John actually liked it during C19. Wow, I don't think I would have liked it, dude. But he said he had a good time in C19. Wow. I guess yeah, everybody's different. I kind of feed off the energy of Pattaya. You know, like it's a high energy, vibrant place. So I always really liked that. I wouldn't have liked that, I don't think, when it was shut down. But, yeah, if you don't like crowds, I mean, Pattaya wasn't the place to go to. It's like, you know, going to New York City or London and saying you like crowds. But for me, I like that. That vibrant atmosphere. Hey, what's up, Grace of By TV? Yeah, the Pattaya was like used to be. It was like sensation overload, you know. Smells, sounds everywhere, all kinds of sounds and sights. Just you walk down Soy Bukkao and it's just all kinds of things hitting you left and right. You guys like the quiet, you want to turn it into a suburb. Pratamnak's always quiet. I mean, places like Bang Saray are pretty quiet too. You live close to Pattaya. Dark side's pretty quiet. I guess we're gonna get moving here. Putting a lot of money in upgrading Jomtien. One of the best things in Jomtien was the Rampo beer bar complex. Me and Sean used to hang out there like before I started doing YouTube 7-8 years ago. The Rampo beer bar complex, and that was all. I think it's torn down now. There used to be a gym by there. There was like a 7-Eleven. You know, there's some street food by there, a market. So we go hang out at the Rampo beer bar complex. Go to the gym. There's massage shops back there, some good ones, cheap ones. The Rampo beer complex, but it's gone now. I think Sawadee made a video about it. That was one of the best things about Jomtien before. Put some sunscreen on. Man, losing a lot of weight. I look in the mirror. I stayed in a motel last night. I was just whooped after that 12-hour stream yesterday in the heat, walking around. I didn't want to really wake up today, but I had to get up and get going. Put a little sunscreen on here. We're gonna get walking. I gotta walk back to Floyd, Ohio, or what's it called, Troy. They got a little place I want to try, and then just keep walking down the trail. Might do a lot of walking today. TJR says, I've been enjoying your stream since I came across the channel. Cool, man. Yeah, we've been getting a lot of new people here. Wouldn't mind keeping this adventure going, the live streaming, but I might just switch up to more cities. It's a little tough walking in, you know. If there was a good trail, I've already done like all the trails in Ohio, just about, you know. I've done most of the trails. Most of the long ones. There's some short ones, but done all the long ones. My name is Prince says, people have no idea how draining it is to do these kind of streams. I did an 8-hour stream in Ayutthaya once and I was done. Let's see here. All right, guys, let's head out here. Probably restart the live stream over for the copyright. All right, let's go. We got 2-mile walk just from this area over the Walmart. I'm by the Walmart from yesterday because they had a Super 8 motel. It was pretty cheap. So we're at the same Walmart I was at yesterday. We got a 2-mile walk back to downtown. Oh, John, I didn't know that. That place was closed. Never been there, but that was a famous place in LK Metro. They used to talk about a lot. Hey, we got Tequila Joe in the chat. Big ups, Tequila Joe. Andrew says, I don't know how all you streamers walk with those modems and shit. I go for 15-kilometer walks. And my phone and wallet makes my bag heavy. Yeah, I got a backpack, carrying a selfie stick, live streaming. What I developed pretty good is endurance. So I got pretty good endurance. It's just that I just don't want to deal with the heat and the sun. So that's why I could keep walking north, but it's just nothing but like high 80s and 90s every day and humidity. And I just don't want to keep walking in the heat anymore. So that's the number one. Like yesterday really got to me. It wasn't even the hottest day yesterday, but just so I'm going to be calling it and doing some other stuff here pretty soon instead of just walking on these trails in Ohio. But Tequila Joe, big ups. Thanks for the $1. Cheers, man. Thank you very much. I did, I'm sure I lost probably a lot of weight, maybe 15 pounds. Big ups, Tequila Joe. We got Jonathan North and John 55 meeting up in the cave, hanging out. They were both on the live stream here. They're talking about YouTube and stuff. Anthony Garcia, I slept in a motel last night back by the Walmart. I was done after that 12-hour stream. So, yeah, I stayed in a motel and probably be catching a Greyhound back north, to the north part of the state. Because after here, there's no more Greyhound stations, so. Well, there are, but the next Greyhound station's in Lima, Ohio. So that's like 50, 60 miles away. Yeah, it's time for a new adventure. I said, if the weather was real nice, I'd keep it going, but Nathan Hoover, big ups. Thank you for the $10. Cheers, Nathan. Thank you very much for that. Nathan with the super sticker. Thank you very much, Nathan. The hotel last night was like 65. $65, yeah, it was a 65. It's not bad. 65 is on the cheaper side. The only reason there's a lot of hotels here, motels, is all the highway. Like, they're always by the highway, the Interstate 75. So, but a lot of times you're going through America, they don't have those motels. And like, if I head north of here, there's really nowhere to stay. Guy had a Cleveland Browns shirt behind me. Cleveland Browns t-shirt. We're pretty far away from Browns territory, but you got Browns fans down here. I'm going to be doing some new stuff. There's some party places in Ohio I could go to. I do some stuff in Cleveland, do some stuff in the islands, the Lake Erie. And then there's, might go to New York City pretty soon. So I'll just be doing some new stuff here, different stuff. Big up, what's up, Pattaya? And then I might start my around the world trip pretty soon here too. We'll see about that. I got a lot of stuff to figure out. Big ups, Tequila Joe. Thanks for the hot dog. Thank you again, Nathan Hoover, for the $10. Yeah, Road Dog says Cleveland Browns have the widest range of fans in the world. Yeah, you would think it's been more Cincinnati territory, but he had a Cleveland Browns t-shirt hanging around his neck. Hey, Anthony, thank you very much. Thank you for the PayPals that you sent me yesterday, too. Yeah, I'm not promoting the PayPal now because this part of the trip's coming to a close. And I'm going to wait for my YouTube paycheck coming in less than a couple weeks. So, not that long I have to wait for that. I was thinking about keep heading north. But after yesterday, I just decided, no, I was going to head north, yesterday. That's why I came up here. But I was like, no, I can't. I thought the weather was going to get nicer in the low 80s and stuff, and then I looked in the forecast, it changed back to real hot again. So it's been nothing but heat and sun, Oh, we got a couple of clouds in the sky, but it hasn't even been no clouds in the sky. It's like been a desert weather. What's up, Pattaya? His biggest paycheck was $5,000 from YouTube. Nice, man. Good job. That was probably when you were doing a lot of those you had a lot of the ladies and stuff, but so you probably had some expenses too, but just like I got expenses here doing this stuff. The dancing live streams, drinking, and let's see here. I might just fly to New York City. You can get a flight for like $100 in Cleveland. You fly to LaGuardia Airport. LaGuardia is a smaller airport, but it's in Queens. And actually, you can just walk right from the airport to the 7 line, go through Queens. I know exactly where that's at. Whereas like JFK and Newark, they're way kind of out far. LaGuardia is pretty close to the city center. You had to pay the Thai Popo. Wow. Damn, dude. Hey, Greg, big ups. Yeah, I'm going to be catching a Greyhound back to Cleveland, Greg, but that's why I don't want to promote the PayPal. I was thinking of I was going to keep going, but it's just too hot. So I'm gonna catch Greyhound back. So yeah, you don't have to promote the PayPal. Thank you for that. Yeah, like even right now it's pretty hot, but it gets, like I said, it gets hotter around about 2, 3, 4 p.m. until the night. Like tonight's gonna be a very hot night. Oh yeah, they can be pretty strict about the alcohol stuff. I don't know, but I don't know how they even knew about you, that you would have to pay them. That's weird. Well, people can still super chat, Greg, and I just I don't need to promote the PayPal because I might need it if I kept going, but I'm not gonna keep going here, so I'm gonna be catching a Greyhound. Probably one of the ladies. Yeah, you never know. When you get like, had to be somebody inside. You know, it's like, you know, and she might have got a cut of that. You know, who knows? That's why, yeah, you never know. You get in those kind of arrangements. You know, what could happen. But Michael says, this guy lifting through the U.S. houses hiking. I've hiked, after today, I'll be close to 350 miles I've hiked. I'm not taking a lift. I only took like 6 lifts in a month. It was one time it was raining real bad, and a couple other times I needed it, so. Boom, Ronald Honda from the Japan. Thank you for the 1,200 yen, 1,200 yen. Thank you very much, Ronald. Big ups, Ronald Honda, the Japanese yen. Cheers, Ronald. Thank you very much for that super chat. We don't get too many Japanese yen super chats. That's one of the few. Very much appreciate that there. Okay, we're walking back to Floyd, Ohio, or Troy, Ohio. And I'm gonna stop and get some lunch there. There's a nice, a place that's been around since 1939. Little diner. So we'll get some all-American food there. And then I gotta keep walking today towards Dayton. So. It's a long walk back to, there's a lot of traffic on this road. Look at all this traffic. It's like a Los Angeles road or something, you know? Jeez, pretty busy town. Just a small town, but it's like, oh, this is a nice little development back here. I walked by yesterday. Some nice houses. Oh yeah, maybe it's a detour or something. Hey, Tequila Joe, big ups. Thank you for the $1. Cheers. Big ups, Tequila Joe. Oh yeah, it must be a detour or something right through town. There shouldn't be this much traffic in this town. I mean, on a Monday. Yep, Troy, Ohio. I think this is Main Street. There's a Mexican restaurant. Yeah, Jay East, I'm backtracking. Instead of heading north, Dayton's not that far. Dayton's not that far, but instead of heading north, if I keep heading north, I won't be able to get back to the Greyhound. So after last night, after yesterday, the heat wave that hit me yesterday, I decided just to go back, take a Greyhound back. Because one of the reasons, like 2 days ago, I was thinking about going north, but the weather forecast looked pretty good. But then it like flipped, it changed. One day later, I was like, oh, it's all hot again every day for the next 10 days. So it's like too much. I don't want to walk in the heat. Hey, Tequila Joe, thanks again for the Chicago hot dog. Thank you very much. There's Marco's Pizza. But if I had a good weather, I would have liked to kept going north, you know, go through the countryside and the little towns. Yeah, Marco's Pizza wasn't good. I think we might have had some trolls calling there too, because they locked the door. I think they locked the door after I left. I was looking back, so I don't know what the troll said, but there was a lot of phone calls coming in. I was actually going to ask them, but it seemed like they were kind of avoiding me. I said, hey, is there any prank calls? Well, pizza places normally get a lot of phone calls for delivery. But like I said, when I saw they kind of it seemed like they locked the door when I left, so must have got some bad phone calls. No, John, they call business establishments. Remember they called about the mice at that one store? They got me kicked out. So people do that. That's a fact. It's not paranoid. They do that. They did that in my Ohio live stream. Every place I went to, every restaurant and bar, because they were telling me I was getting calls and stuff, prank calls, and one place they would turn off their phone. So. Hey, how's it going? Well, what it does is it prevents IRL streaming. This is actually, there's effort involved. When you're doing desktop streaming, you're just sitting in your room on a computer, then yeah, the trolls can't really do much to you. But when you're doing IRL in real life, there's stuff they can do, like they can call business establishments and stuff. But there's a lot of effort involved, and it's showing real life. You know, we got guy from Japan just super chat, people all over the world. Maybe they just want to see a bit of America, you know, from the comfort of their home. So those guys are making it hard for people to do these kind of streams. You're walking out and getting out into the world and broadcasting, you know. But it doesn't bother me much, but it is a bit of a nuisance, you know. For me, the main nuisance is the heat. Yeah, the trolls don't really bother me that much, but I said the heat and the sun had a tough time dealing with. That's the main problem. If anything, the like that mice backpack thing, that was kind of funny, you know. It was like a humorous thing. So if anything, they're adding content. But no, it's only the heat. The walking's not bothering me. Walking's been nice. Yeah, the raccoons was just one night. Trolls haven't been bothering me that much, so it's only been the heat that's been bothering me. There's no other problems, other complaints. Just too much heat all the time on this trip so far. Hey, Tequila Joe, big ups. Thank you for the $1. Big ups, Tequila Joe. Arby's is awful. I want to go to Arby's. I just had a coffee at McDonald's. It's not a big deal for me, but it's really disrespectful to like for example, the Marco's Pizza, that establishment. Who knows? They were basically harassing those people. So that's what I don't like about it. It doesn't bother me much. If anything, it makes content. But like to that guy about the mice, he was all upset. So it causes these people to be upset. They're just ordinary people going about their jobs. These guys are calling. That's what I don't like about it. So I don't know what they said at that Marco's Pizza, but obviously they said something that, you know, freaked them out a little bit. So they're basically harassing everyday people. That's what I don't like about it. It doesn't bother me much, you know. I'm not embarrassed about it, or when they call these business establishments. Now, a lot of people know it's prank calls. They understand. That's why I didn't have, you know, everybody understood it was a prank call. You're like, oh, one lady was like, oh, you're being very naughty, you know? To the people in the chat. It was at a restaurant. Their phone was ringing off the hook when I was there. But not everybody understands that. No, they didn't kick me out, but I think they locked the door when I left. Like, whoever the troll said, it freaked them out, you know. Yeah, you can't try to hide like the name of the city and the town. And I mean, I try to hide that, then the mods keep saying the name of the town. So it's really easy to figure out what town, and I can't really hide that. And then you can try to hide the location of the business, like the name. But if it's a small town, they usually have a few restaurants, so that's pretty easy to figure out. They were doing that. They figured out every bar and restaurant I went into, even though I wasn't saying the name of it. So you can't try to hide like, and people want to know where you're at and stuff, and where, you know, people, the viewers want to see the place, and they want to follow along. So it's not really good to hide the name of places. And you can't, it's too hard to do that anyway. So you have to constantly point your camera in different directions and try to avoid anything that would give off landmarks. It's basically impossible. So you just have to deal with people calling prank calls and stuff, you know. But it's mostly only a problem, no, because people have figured it out anyways with the signs and stuff. You know, so like street signs, there's signs everywhere that can give off the location. What's up, Pataya? Big ups, $1. Thank you very much. Like, I was gonna try to keep the name of the town's a little more secret when I was heading north. So that's why I was gonna tell JRD, please stop, because he kept giving like the exact location I was at. I was like, it's fine now, but when I get north, I'm camping a lot, like, please don't give out the exact location. it's like, but yeah, it's no big deal now. And when we get into big cities, it's not a big issue either, because there's so many different places or restaurants. It'd be hard to figure out, you know, what place I'm in. But when you stream overseas, it's not really a problem. Like, I didn't have that problem at all in Mexico. So, or Thailand. It's only in like America and UK because they can speak English and they can say stuff, you know, and every business has a phone number. So, but when you're streaming overseas, it's not really a problem. There's a hospital here, a pretty big hospital for a town, small town. All right, see you, Steaky. No, I was gonna have a talk with some mods about if I want to share the location, I'll share it. But sometimes I'm trying to keep it a little more incognito because of phone calls and stuff. So I was gonna have a talk with the mods, but like I said, there's nothing you can really do about it. You know, it's not the mods' fault. It's gonna happen anyways because they can see the names and figure it out what town you're in and stuff. And I want to share what towns I'm in, so you know, and that people can follow along and check it out. You know, so there's nothing you can really do about it. That's what I'm saying. Tim Hortons, big ups. We got Tim Hortons here. I always kind of like Tim Hortons. I don't know why, but they got good bagels there. So yeah, there's nothing you can really do about it. I mean, Club Filler says, yeah, everywhere he goes, he gets trolls call everywhere he goes in UK. Yeah, it's made him very difficult for him to do IRL. Heat really saps your strength. Yeah, it's not too bad right now. You know, when the sun's high up in the sky, it's not too bad. When it comes at a low angle and it's just hitting you like at 7 at night, 6 at night, so it's really rough. Because it comes at a lower angle and it's just hitting you straight on, you know. There's a little Irish pub there. Yeah, we have 90 mods. There's no reason mod take offense. It was mostly I was just gonna have a talk with one mod. JRD was my friend, you know, because he was kind of like right exact location. Sometimes, because I could get into town, most people don't know where I'm at. I could have lunch peacefully, but like, and then maybe people figure it out later after lunch, you know. So that would reduce the chance of calls and stuff to the place I go to. But I was gonna have a talk with a few people, but it's no big deal. It's like a Congress building or something. Yeah, we got like 90 mods. That's a pretty impressive building for a small town. I mean, we'll go see in person. Yeah, yeah, that's why we have a lot of mods, because a lot of people aren't here most of the time. Might only be a 2 or 3 in the chat at any given time, and a lot of people don't. Like, I don't like to mod either. So you're just, you know, we gave you a mod for verification purposes. JRD says, haha, guilty as charged. I won't pinpoint your location anymore, CC. Yeah, like I'll be the one to share the information to tell. Like if I want to tell them I'm in the town, I'll tell them that. I mean, people are going to figure it out anyways. I'm not trying to keep the secret, but I just sometimes, like, I don't always need everything pinpointed in my exact location, you know. Sometimes for stealth camping, sometimes for void calls in restaurants. So I'll be the one to try to share that, you know, information. But big ups, John. Yeah, no offense. Don't take no offense by it. You know, it's something. It's logistics the streamer has to deal with. Yeah, I got people mods for all sorts of reasons. Just because, you know, like for verification purposes, you don't have to mod. There's no responsibility attached to it. It's just I make a lot of people mods. You know, some people make very few people mods. Some people make a lot of people mods. I like to make a lot of people mods. It doesn't mean you have to moderate. Big ups, Tequila Joe. Thank you for the Chicago hot dog. Big ups. Thanks for the $1. Yeah, I'm gonna be going back, taking Greyhound back to Cleveland. But I'm gonna be doing a lot of walking today, so I might keep this stream going for a while. Yeah, a lot of people who are mods have been around for a long time. Like the people I've met in real life, or they're other YouTubers, or there are people I've met or have been on my channel for a long time. So Mueller Brew Barn. Thanks, Kim. I had a great time. Yeah, good time. Lost quite a bit of weight. I'm made a lot of gains. You know, a lot of fitness gains, and it's been a good adventure. I had a lot of interesting times and met a lot of great people, a lot of nice people in Ohio. Well, I didn't really meet Dave Chappelle. I saw him. But yeah, it's been fun, man. Been a good trip. Shame to be wasting the hiking gains. I'm gonna be doing more stuff. So like whether it's walking around New York all day or I'll be doing more stuff, but I'm not gonna be wasted. Actually, I'm gonna be lifting weights and stuff and doing stuff like sit-ups every day and squats and stuff. So you can change it up a little bit. But I'll be back on the road soon again. Hell, maybe in a few days I'll be back this upcoming weekend. I might be doing something, live streaming, more of a night live stream. So keep an eye out for that. Cheers, big ups, Anthony. I'm gonna get some food here. Hey, thanks Tequila Joe. Thanks for the super chats, big ups. Thanks for stopping by. Hey, what's up, Wanda Nirvana? Buenos dias. Buenos tardes. Yeah, I had some breakfast. I had a coffee and some candy bars, but I'm still I want to eat more. Let's see here. Should make a highlights video. Yeah, maybe I will. Like the people I met in Ohio, same thing I did that first trip. But this was a lot longer trip. Met a lot more people along the way. I wouldn't take this wool again in hot weather. I bought it more for a warm weather thing. I mean, for a cooler weather. But it's not very comfortable walking around in the heat. But I have to use it to protect me from the sun. Switch to this shirt. It's already getting all sweaty, and I just washed it yesterday. Hell, just nice. Feels nice having my shirt off. All right, cheers, Anthony. Thanks for the PayPals, man. I appreciate that a lot. It's been a good trip. We're gonna keep walking down the trail here. We gotta get back on the trail, get back towards Dayton. Man, my beard, if you look at like day 2, when I was sitting in that cafe, my beard wasn't that long. It's grown really long just in 30 days. Now I'm starting to look like a homeless guy. I'm gonna keep the beard growing, I think. No, I was in the outskirts of Cincinnati, but never made it to Cincinnati, nope. There's nowhere to stay down there. There's no hostels, can't camp there. One guy said you could camp, but it's a big city and all the hotels are $200 a night. So the cheap motels are like 20 miles from the city. Most of the big cities are like that. Detroit's like that, Cleveland's like that, Pittsburgh's like that. Cleveland has a hostel, but they're closed. They'll be opening back up in August. I don't think they do very well. But it's nice if you're, nice of, like the ABC bar is nice to stay there because I was drinking all night and didn't have to worry about getting home. Just had a place to crash for the night. Without having to pay $200. I did have one cold soaked meal. That was the potatoes, but My Greyhound ticket is about $55 or 60 or something like that. Andrew says, I don't think you had it in you, Charlie. You walked in Ohio in a heat wave. Congrats. Thank you very much. Yeah, it's been a good trip. Wish I would have done a little more camping, but I did some. I got my feet wet in the camping side of the game. Be doing more in the future. Like I said, I might be doing something this weekend, a nightlife thing. It might involve camping as well. So camping and nightlife. Keep tuned for that. I don't know if I am or not. It's 50-50, but let's go get some food, a little quick bite to eat, and then we'll get back on the trails. I got Gatorade. This was all leftover Gatorade from yesterday. So I got some Gatorade, water, my backpack. Let me check my Google Maps. Thanks, Inte. Yeah, it's been fun. You can do this anywhere in America, this kind of stuff. You know, out west, you got more wildlife and nature. I mean, not wildlife, but I mean like nature, like more out in the middle of nowhere. So you got to be careful. You got to know what you're doing as far as like, you don't want to run out of water or get stuck. Because here I got a lot more little towns I can rely on. But you know, out west, you got the mountains and the deserts, and the Midwest, you got farm country. You can just go walking down country roads. There's not a lot of traffic, and walking down through the Corn Belt. You can do this in the Northeast. In this part, you got the rails of trails. In the South, probably don't want to do it in the summer. It'd be too hot and humid. But yeah, South, probably you got to just hike the backcountry roads. You got to get way off, far from the highways. And there's no trails in the South. There's very few. There is a trail in Florida, the Florida Trail. Yeah, California's got quite a bit of stuff. There's well, in the West, you know, you got a lot of trails. You got the Pacific Crest Trail, and you got the Yosemite Park and all those parks, national parks. Yeah, there's a trail that goes from like the panhandle of Florida to, I think it's called the Pinhoti Trail. It goes through Alabama, and it kind of connects up through Georgia with the Appalachian Trail. Because there's people that do, like, they start in Key West and they go all the way up the Florida Trail, and then they go up the Pinhoti Trail through Alabama, and then they get on the Appalachian Trail. They take that all the way to Maine. And there's another trail that go all the way through Quebec. So there's one guy on YouTube that did that. His name is Jupiter Hikes. It's like 4,500 miles. So, yeah, there are options in the South. I think there's a big trail in Tennessee. There's a big trail in Kentucky. But they're rustic trails. You got to know what you're doing, because you got to with the camping, and there's no hotels and stuff. Not a lot of stores. You're gonna be out in the middle of nowhere for very long periods of time. Yeah, they got pianos here on the sidewalk. Yeah, Sean's doing fine. He's just not on YouTube. He's just going about his business. Maybe I'll be seeing him down the road again. His channel is out. His channel doesn't exist. His channel will still be there. His videos. He's just not posting. Sean in Wonderland. This is Troy, Ohio. Got a train up here. Is the piano waterproof? I'm not sure. I imagine it's probably out there most of the time. All right, guys, this place has been here since 1939. It's an old-fashioned diner, burger place. So we're gonna go get some food here. Yeah, let's go. Looks like a place is pretty popular. Best burger in town?
Get their chocolate malt. It's very old school. They didn't accept credit cards until
3 years?
they're very, like, if you want a old school diner, that's where you go.
Yeah, the prices are great too.
Well, amazing. We just ate a double cheeseburger, bacon, a giant malt. Again, French toast was like
$14 for all that. Wow.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's 4 bananas for really good quality.
Awesome. Found the right place.
Like that's something like somebody could
See if they got a charger here. It's old-fashioned sink there. Let's see if they have any charging here. Yeah, let's go. There's no charging. That's all right. Look at all those fries. Wow. This diner's been here since 1939. Show you the prices here. Double cheeseburger, $3.95. Yeah, breakfast too.
There he is.
Salads are very cheap, $2. Get a cucumber and onion salad. Hi, how's it going? Can I get a cucumber and onion salad, double cheeseburger, or just a cheeseburger you had?
I have double or single, whichever you prefer.
Yeah, just a regular cheeseburger. Cheeseburger, cucumber, onion salad, French fries, and a Coca-Cola.
What's on the cheeseburger?
Tomato, lettuce, onion.
All right.
Thank you very much. Yeah, $2 salad. I'll take that. Let's get some fresh fresh veggies. No, that's they only got one menu. Everything is that's their menu. Since 1935. This is their menu right here. That's all it is. It's very cheap prices. Any rice pudding? I don't know. She said no. She heard me. We got Jello. Here's their desserts. Or some other stuff. This place wasn't open yesterday. I was gonna come yesterday, but oh yeah, it's a live stream. We got 200 people watching from around the world. Yeah,
Oh, so they can see K's.
yeah. Well,
Okay, don't face at me, like.
that's a great place. All right, thank you.
So everybody can see K's on that.
Got cucumber onion salad here.
Everyone can see you.
Oh, okay.
Tell a joke, Theo.
No. You're on mine.
Live broadcast.
You're on. Oh, that's great.
Mike.
Jenna, do you need eggs?
We don't have much room.
Have you ever run the walking trail at Conagra yesterday?
Excuse me?
Was you on the walking trail over, bike trail over at Conagra yesterday?
Yeah.
I think that was you.
By Tip City?
Well, no, I thought behind Conagra you employed. Was you on that trail?
Yeah, I've been on the trails. I came from Middletown through Dayton.
Yeah.
Been on the whole trail.
Oh, okay.
Actually, I started in Cleveland. I've been on trails 300 miles through Ohio.
Holy smoke.
Yeah, it might have been me.
Boy, don't worry about it.
We got some veggies side of the game here. This is a very traditional diner. You don't see a lot of places like this in America anymore. The guy outside said they didn't accept credit cards until 3 years ago. It's just onions and cucumber salad. Try to get a little veggies when I can.
You know the story of this place here?
No. It's
1935 it started.
oh yes.
It started over there. There's pictures on the wall there. If you want to pick up a picture of the wall of where it used to be across the street where the police station is. And then they brought that right over here.
All right, I'll check it out. Yeah. This was in 1985. This paper here. So they had a famous. Back then it was 50 years already. This was in 1985 when this was published. It used to be 5 cents for a hamburger. That used to be the old place. That's where it is today. It's still pretty cheap. You can pause that if you want to read. This paper was in 1991. There were the waitresses back in the day. That was when it was 5 cents burgers there. They got a little diner area here, and they got a Boots back there.
Back there. These won't take over.
Okay, thank you. Okay. Oh, okay.
You like more history stuff?
Yeah, oh yeah, I like that. Yeah.
Vice President Bell's been in here.
Oh yeah.
The governor's been in here.
They got Mike DeWine. Yeah, Mike DeWine's been here, guys.
Lots of times.
Lots of times. This is his favorite place. I think he's from around here somewhere. Yeah. Okay.
She used to work at the steakhouse. They're running it now. Her mom and dad ran this place, but she came back.
Oh, Mike. This was one of Mike DeWine's favorite places. You guys remember Mike DeWine? Had the wine with the wine shirt. I think he's from this area or something. He's the governor of Ohio. Xenia. Oh, Xenia. Oh yeah, that's not too far. Yeah, I was in Xenia. That was where Hash Brown. I met Hash Brown in Xenia. Thank you. Got some fries here. Red Gold ketchup. Never ketchup with a cause. Never seen this ketchup before. Folds of Honor. Distributed by Red Gold, Elwood, Indiana. Made in Elwood, Indiana. All right, there's my burger. Got a burger or fries?
My wife comes in, she gives us all a cookbook.
Oh, cool. Yeah, that's Mike DeWine's wife.
This is loaded.
Oh, first place.
And then here's
Kay's Hamburger Shop.
Funny stories.
Shoot, right there. There you go.
Best voted best sandwich overall.
Found some funny stories.
Okay,
And now about you.
There's Fran DeWine and Dolly Parton. Favorite recipes. All right, guys, let's get chow in here. Get some food. Oh, she's been here since '82. Wow, that's
82. And then Marcia's parents, her parents started in 35, and she's one.
oh, there's Marcia's back here. Her parents have been here since 35 when it started. Let's try this out here. It's pretty good.
Number 45.
Cucumbers on there. Oh yeah. That's a good burger there. Just all natural, clean ingredients, no fake stuff, preservatives.
Three shakes to go. Two straight.
So these are mine thin, right?
Alright, you ready? I got your roller already made and everything.
Rearrange just a little better here. There we go. Hey, Man OK, big ups. Thank you for the 3 Canadians. Cheers, Man OK. Thank you very much for that. There we got a.
You want your receipt? You want your receipt?
Oh, that's good. Good burger.
I can't tip on that?
Oh, if you wanted to tip you at a time.
Oh, okay. No, I have. You got change? Yeah, I can change for it.
Yeah, if you do
I
your
can
card,
start at 10.
Hey, what's up, Ben?
yeah, if you do card next time, make sure you tell me.
You get a double burger too. I think the double cheeseburger was double cheeseburger was $3.95. Regular one's $3.25. Only $3.25. Really cheap prices.
Yeah,
There's all their, you have fried bologna sandwich, you get chicken salad sandwich, grilled chicken, egg salad sandwich, hot dog, ham sandwich, fish sandwich only $3.25. They got breakfast. There's dessert. Potato salad, coleslaw, macaroni salad, 3-bean salad. Soups and sides. Maybe I'll get one of their malts for the road, chocolate malts. That's usually what these places are known for too, is their milkshakes and malts. Yeah, malt's like a milkshake, except it has a malt in it. That's a good all natural burger there, no bunch of fake stuff. Got real cheese melted there. I come across a lot of these kind of places in small towns when you're away from the interstate highways. Like I applied, I was in a place like this. In Navarre, Ohio, we had that milkshake place, remember? Diner. And they're all real cheap too. Like they keep their prices. Because it's just locals that eat there. They're not like ripping off people from the highway. Yeah, I think they do pretty good volume here. I mean, I've seen they got people, they got a diner in there, they got booths here, they got people at the counter, they got people getting takeout. They got like 10 employees here. So, George says if you walk 10 to 15 miles, you can eat everything. I haven't had too many burgers since I started this trip. Maybe only like 3 or 4, which that's kind of one of the most common things you can get.
Together? You have together? Okay. You had a grilled ham and cheese. Yes. You had French fries. Yes. You had onion rings. No. Mott sticks. No,
Might get a malt milkshake for the road.
Grilled sticks, double cheeseburger, and bacon. Okay.
And I had a Coke and she had a chocolate chip. And it was delicious.
Okay.
We went to.
like these little things. I've seen a lot of these.
I'm pretty full from food, but wouldn't mind a milkshake or malt as I walk in here. I can take that with me walking.
That was too good.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna get a malt. Big ups, Gold Inc. Thank you very much for the 5 pounds. Milkshake, my dude. Yeah, I'm gonna get a malt. Thank you very much for that. That'll pay for my malt, no problem. That's like $6-7. The malt is $3.25. Chocolate malt. Yeah, good. You want some more? Can I get I'm finished. Can I get a malt takeaway? Chocolate malt and a milk. Yeah, malt coming here. All right, guys, we're gonna get going here. Do a little pit stop. Tissues here. All right, we got it's paid up here. Big ups Goldie for the 5 quid. We got Ernest Connell. Big ups Ernest Connell. Thank you for the $2. Cheers. Thank you very much, Ernest. Cheers to Ernest and Gold Inc. I think the malt is only $2. Since 1935. I think the malt is only frosted malt, chocolate or vanilla, $2. That's the prices there. Sandwiches, breakfast. That's what these little places they would like. They got the breakfast and then they got sandwiches for lunch. That's what people would eat in these old school diners here. Different kinds of sandwiches. Cottage cheese, $1.80.
Hi there, how are you? So I need a cheeseburger,
This might be the lady that was here since her parents owned the place since 1935.
Three chicken strips.
two chocolate milkshakes, and one chocolate malt. What do you want, Dad? I'll get it.
Yeah, to
No,
go.
I'll get it. What do you want?
There's the malt.
Yeah. What do you want?
All right, awesome.
Yeah, and can I have a fried chicken? Yeah.
Are you getting coleslaw? Are you getting coleslaw? You don't want it?
So that is a cheeseburger and a chocolate malt, Jordan.
$12.90 at salad, fries, malt, and burger. All right, thank you very much. You too. All right, yeah. Walking back towards Dayton.
Oh, okay. Do you want me to wait? No? Okay.
I got water in my backpack. I'm good. I appreciate it. I'm pulled up. Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah. Okay, we got a milkshake. All right, guys, let's head out here. Yeah. You see, this backpack's really small. You see these kind of situations I go into. There's not much space there. It's very crowded and busy, and you get a lot of that when you're traveling. And that's the advantage of having like very little luggage. Is I just put it in a corner by my stool and it fit there fine. If I had a bunch of luggage, it wouldn't have been able to go in that place. It's too small and cramped. So I just had a little backpack. It's one of the many advantages of traveling light. But yeah, I got a milkshake here and beautiful little town here, Troy, Ohio. So yeah, I guess it used to be over across the street or something. It used to be where that's a new building there. So it was across the street. People there are really cool. They get some celebrities in there from time to time. Mike DeWine, the governor, eats there a lot, he said. It's called K's. Oh, that's a good milkshake. Oh yeah, it's good, real good. Boom. Go, $100. 60 minutes on the treadmill watching Charlie eat a cheeseburger, fries, and malt. Hey, big ups, Go. Thank you very much, man. Go with $100. He's been hitting me with some big super chats this trip. Thank you very much, Go. Cheers, man. Much appreciated. Glad you've enjoyed this trip here. He's from Ohio. He's actually from Cleveland area, like me, from the same area. Big ups, Go. Thank you very much. I'm gonna demolish this milkshake and then get back on the trail. Hey, cheers, Go. Thank you. $100, man. It's he's done a few of those this trip. Cheers to Go. Thank you very much for that. We're gonna demolish this milkshake here and get back on a trail. Yeah, there's a lot of those little places still left in the small towns. Like, cause I've been to a few of them, and they're all usually all pretty cheap. Like if I just got a burger, fries, and a malt, I think this was like $4, $3 or $4. Burger was $3.25, but it was cheeseburger, but it was like 20 cents extra for tomato. It's $3.50. The fries were $2. I had a Coke that was. I didn't have to get a Coke. I could have just got the malt. That was $2. I had a salad was $2, and this was like $3 or $4. You could probably eat there for $5, $6 if you just order accordingly, you know. Their breakfast was like $5. That's the square there. Yeah, people were really nice. It was pretty crowded. I mean, they get a lot of business, like people walking in and out. And there was like 2 eating sections. There was a diner and then a little of the booths. But we found a little place to sit there and eat with our backpack and live stream too. We're able to live stream and I'm just trying to demolish this and then trying to demolish this. No, the last name of the owners was K. That's an ignorant statement. That was the last name of the owners was K. So K's shop, their last name was K. If you look on the news, the menu I showed. The daughter of the original owner is still there. I think it was that older lady. She still works there. She was taking somebody's order right in front of me. Finish this and we get walking. I'm just I might get a freeze. You know, you drink one of these like too fast, your head can freeze. You get a freeze headache. I'm just trying to drink it fast so I can throw it away and get walking. Those places are worth going to for. Usually the breakfast is very good. Cheeseburger was pretty good, but it was just a simple cheeseburger, nothing fancy. Fries, and then but the malts are like really good. This is like probably the best malt I ever had. Worth going to for the malts too. Going out of your way. Yeah, I had to get the malt. I didn't really need the Coca-Cola because I got water and Gatorade. I shouldn't have ordered that, but give them some business. I ordered some stuff I didn't need, like the Coca-Cola. And yeah, it's very delicious malt. Yeah, last night I stayed in a motel. I was pretty exhausted yesterday, that 12-hour stream. That malt's sick. It's crazy. I don't know what they put in it, but that's really good stuff. Damn, dude, it's rich. That was awesome. All right, let's go. Let's get back on the trail here. Go-Go, yeah, Go-Go with the $100 super chat bomb. Big ups to Go-Go. This is city is known as Troy, Ohio. A lot of nice cities here. Remember we were in Tippecanoe was very nice. Tippecanoe was nice. Tippecanoe was very nice. Most of the towns I've been through were pretty nice. Yeah, that was the previous town. That was the town I camped in. So. This is the town square here. We'll be going back through Tippecanoe as long as I don't lose my battery. Because I was able to charge at that place. They didn't have charging ports. But I don't know if maybe I can make it to Tippecanoe before I lose battery. Think and Repent said this is where the legendary 1990s motocross team Honda of Troy hailed from. I never heard of it. Must be a enthusiast of the motocross. So, we're headed back on the trail here. How are we doing on battery life? Let me check. 76%. That's a lot. So like I said, this is pretty dang good battery. You're gonna be able to do this with just about any other phone. There might be a couple of phones out there that have as good of a battery life. So it used to be an area canal. A lot of these towns were built along the canal. Miamisburg, Tippecanoe, Troy, and there was a river too. Okay, the trail's up here somewhere, the bike trail. Yeah, it's like someone said it was like, there's hundreds of phones out there, thousands. It's like it was up there in the top 5 all-time phones. Somebody said, tech guy reviewed, as far as battery life. Top 5 phones of all time. If I was just doing day-to-day stuff, like using my phone normally, I'd probably have to charge it like once every 4 or 5 days. But I screaming from the car. If I was just doing it 4 or 5 days. But like live streaming is very intensive on the phone battery. All right, let's, I think that's the trail right there. You bought a, what camera system you have, Fuji? You got 23 millimeter, that's APS-C. That's probably a 35 millimeter. That's the Miami River. Oh, Canon, yeah, Canon, I don't know much about Canon APS-C, but I will tell you, 35 millimeter is one of my favorite focal lengths, but it's also very awkward. It's not your typical, because it's not like worldwide, but it's not like it's just it's the favorite lens of street photography, 35 millimeter. That's what yours is. 23 is adjusted to 35 full frame. But yeah, it's a good fast aperture, very fast. You get some shallow depth of field, a lot of shallow depth of field. You can get a really good low light with that lens, but it's an awkward focal length because I always used to use like 24 millimeter full frame equivalent. That's a lot wider than 35. But I do like the focal length. You know, I used in Miami, I was using like 30 millimeter, which is close. I got a 15 millimeter micro four thirds. But yeah, it's just for vlogging and stuff. It's not a bad focal length, but it's awkward, a little bit awkward. You got to learn and adjust to it. You know, it's not ultra wide like the GoPros, but it is somewhat wide. You know, I think that's the trail there. Oh yeah, for photography, it's great. It's a great. If you bought it for photography, it's a great. It's like the ultimate street photography focal length, or just general photography. You can do portraits with that. You can do. It's a great all around, you know, focal length. For photography, it's like the most versatile. It's not too wide. So for video, it can be a little awkward though. For videos likes wider, you know, wider focal lengths. Okay, there's the trail. Yeah, 50 millimeter is too tight. So yeah, I mean, people like 50 millimeter. I never really use 50 millimeter, but nifty 50. But 35 is it's a good all rounder for photography. Well, I gotta get moving here because might need to try to charge. Why is this guy? Why are these guys beeping? The guy's beeping just because I'm on the sidewalk, 2 in a row. The guy yelled, "Woo!" I see a pedestrian. Yeah, I'm surprised that hasn't happened more on this trip. It's only happened a few times, just 2 in a row. All right, back on the trail. Yeah, some places you go, you walk with a selfie stick, man, on the sidewalk, you'll get yelled at or people woo all the time, you know. Might even get a few eggs thrown at you and stuff. maybe but here Ohio hasn't been too bad at all. Okay, that's done. All right, let's get back on the trail here. Yeah, they're saying hello. But sometimes you'll get like, you know, college kids or, you know, some younger punks throwing stuff at you from the cars and stuff. You gotta watch out for that. Happens in America. I don't know if it happens in other countries, but. Oh yeah, you could get a milkshake launched at you. See here. Okay, we're back on the trail. There's the Old Miami River. I didn't see this part of the trail yesterday because I took a shortcut. I cut into the southern end of the town into Troy. But and this trail keeps going north to a town called Pequot. And then it goes a little bit north of there and then it terminates. And then it turns into the Buckeye Trail, which is a hiking trail. But the Buckeye Trail goes on a lot of little country roads and stuff. OG Billy says, big small town activity, kids driving around egging people. Yeah. I've never gotten egged, but I have had stuff thrown at me a couple times. It was actually both in inner cities. When I lived in DC, I was in kind of a urban, rough neighborhood. I had a couple guys from Howard University threw stuff at me driving by. And then in Brooklyn once too, I was walking around. But I had a buddy that was, like, he got egged. He was walking on the bridge and he has a bunch of eggs thrown at him. But I get a lot of people like shout, like, woo, like real loud or something. I was like, Yep, had the keys. There's a giant keychain. We're back on the trail here. We got a ton of battery, but I do kind of need to make haste. We're gonna protect from the sun a little bit here. Gotta make haste if we want to keep the stream going. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to terminate it because the battery's gonna run out eventually, especially in the sun like this. I'm gonna try to turn the brightness down of the phone. Okay, I turned the brightness way down. When you got the sun out like this, the brightness goes up automatically because that's the only way you can see the phone. So I have a really tough time seeing the chat now, but I'm just gonna walk and kind of talk. Maybe I get under some shade, I'll look at the chat. And so I got the brightness turned all the way down. Not all the way down, but a lot lower than it was. That'll help save battery life. But that's why the battery life doesn't do well when you're in super bright sunlight. It runs the battery down because it's super bright screen settings, which it does automatically so you can see the screen. It knows the ambient conditions, the iPhone, and automatically adjusts it. But I just went and did it manually. I changed it to real low brightness, so I could barely see the chat. I can't really see it at all, actually. Might have to turn it up a little bit more. Let me just walk next, try to get out of this open field here. That's also bad for live streaming. When you're not just all the sun you're taking, because it's also bad for your live streaming for the battery life. When you got the sun, like walking in an open field sun. And we have to turn it up a little bit more. I can't see anything on the phone now. Okay, I just turned it up just a notch. That's a lot better. It's still a lot lower than the default settings Apple had, but at least I can see a little bit of the chat now. Yeah, nobody hikes in the summer in Arizona. But one thing, I mean, we have a lot of humidity. I wouldn't mind doing the Arizona trail, but that dryness, desert dryness versus the humidity is a big difference. So when it's 80s there, 80s, 90s, it's pretty nice, you know. It's like being in a very low temperature. But when it's summer, yeah, they got an Arizona trail. It's 800 miles long all the way through Arizona, from Utah to Mexico. It's not a very old trail. They only completed it like 10 years ago, but it's getting pretty popular. Nobody does it in the summer though. I mean, they do it like in October or, you know, March. Got nice dry temperatures and, you know, nice warm weather. And also those deserts get cooler at night. Like they get down to like 50s. So like you go the Arizona trail in October, you'll get like 90 in the day. It'll be like 50s at night, which is perfect for camping. And it's dry and, you know, very little rain. The problem with the Arizona trail is just getting water, you know. You have to, you gotta be good on your water game, resupply. Have I ever been in North Florida? Not really. Yeah, my power bank broke. I bought a new one, but I don't have a cord for it, a little one. But like I said, I did a 12-hour stream yesterday with no power bank. Just a little bit of charging along the way. So it's amazing you do 12-hour stream on a phone with no power bank. I've done a lot of before my power bank broke, you know, I had some 10-hour streams, but yeah, the weather is pretty nice in the middle of the day, like at noon, 1, 2. It's the later in the evening it gets really harsh here. The sun gets low and it's just hitting you like right from across. It's just blazing on you. And the heat's higher too in the evening. I don't know why. It goes up. Because the mornings start out cool. It takes a while. It takes the whole day for it to really warm up. So all these cars here, some kind of event going on. It's only a Monday. Shouldn't be that many people overflow parking. Must be some kind of event place here. We got a little bike area here. Let's see here. You go in the shade here for a minute. I just checked the maps. It's a golf course up here. Why? They're all parked for the golf course. Golf course is over there. I got like 70% battery, so I could go for hours before having to charge. Tip City is 6.4 miles. That's my next destination. I could probably try to charge by the golf course, but I've never been never golfed. Only thing I've golfed was putt-putt. It's a putting course, which is pretty fun. I like putt-putt. There's the golf course there. Yeah, I got water and Gatorade. I had leftover Gatorade. I didn't have to buy any. I had 2 bottles with leftover in it. One was about 25% full. The other was like 50% full. Almost a whole bottle of Gatorade, almost a whole bottle of water. Yeah, that guy at the diner offered me some more water. But I already had some, but it was really nice. It's like, because he understood it was like walking in the heat, you know. It's like, it's consideration, you know. Really nice consideration. I got a belly full of burgers and fries and milkshake. And I had 2 candy bars for breakfast and coffee. All just in the last few hours, so I got a belly full right now. Let's see here. Got the Caddyshack side of the game. No, it's just a regular golf course. Not mini golf. There's the putting. I skipped all this part yesterday because I took a shortcut into Troy. This kind of, it loops around a little bit, this trail. This guy just did a shot. You gotta say, I don't know how much golfing costs, but it is very beautiful. They make here these it's almost like a park, you know, the trees and the lawns, and I'm sure it's, you know, pretty expensive, but It's nice getting out. You ride the golf carts and Arizona says 60 to 100 on a nice course. Yeah, I guess you know, the worst ways to spend money. It's a nice day out in the green, and it's a little bit expensive, but not terrible, I guess, if you like golfing, you know, with friends and socializing and getting out in nature, fresh air. And I wonder how much golf costs in Thailand. You guys, my name is Prince. You know, Zoom for Thailand. He's rolling to golf, and there they got like hot caddies and stuff on the golf courses. Like they got caddies. I wonder how much golf there is. Probably about the same. It's probably like 40, 50 bucks. I don't imagine it's much cheaper though, because it's something foreigners probably do a lot of. But they have on Soy Bukawa, you can take, they have a shuttles out, because the golf courses are, you know, maybe 20 miles away. A lot of guys don't have transportation. You know, they don't have their own car. So Soy Bukawa, they organize shuttles that takes you out to different golf courses. Every day they go out to the Links Hotel. I've reviewed it at my channel. It's just a simple hotel on Soy Bukawa, but it's a center of the golf enthusiasts. They meet there and they take a shuttle out to different golf courses every day. And they have a schedule, which golf, because there's actually a lot of golf courses around Pattaya, you know, some really good ones too. So the Links Hotel, you can see it. I re-upload the video on Cheap Charlie Food TV. So if you want to see the Links Hotel, and actually a lady there got married to a guy because of that video, a foreigner. She got married to a foreigner, met a husband, not hotel video. he found her through the hotel video. Hey, Tony Montana, big ups. Thank you for the $10. $1 for the next 10 miles. Awesome, man. Thank you very much, Tony. Big ups, Tony. Yeah, if you want to see that video, it's on the Cheap Charlie Food TV. It was back in 2017. But I talked about the golf too. I showed the golf situation in Thailand a little bit. So right from Soy Bukawa, you can get a shuttle to any golf course every day. You gotta get up in the morning, and they'll even rent you. They'll rent you. They'll rent you golf clubs too. So. Nankai Sabai says 6K baht. Wow, $200 for good golf courses in Chonburi. Holy mackerel, that is really high. I can't believe it's that high. They said here it's 60 to 100 in America. Well, it's a rich man's sport, but it is nice. Yeah, walking south, heading back towards Dayton. Gonna be wrapping this trip up here and starting some new stuff later in the month. It's just too much heat and sun, especially when you get out in the country. It's corn, all nothing but cornfields up there. But I did 30 days of this, walking in the heat. I got a little jump on the fitness, so I'm gonna pedal to the metal. I'm gonna be doing like sit-ups, push-ups, squats, calisthenics, hardcore here next couple weeks before I get back on the road. I can see a lot of my upper body is undeveloped. So you got the golf course here. They're doing some putting. I need to get a move on here. I need to be walking, not messing around too much. But I can see now that I've lost a lot of fat last month from this walking, I can see a lot of my upper body is undeveloped, like as far as muscles, you know. So I got a lot of work to do, because a lot of that was just flab. A lot of the weight I did have in my upper body was all flab. I still have a lot there, but I lost probably half of it this last month. Not a lot of muscle in my chest or my back, my lats. A little bit my arms and shoulders, but got a lot of work to do on the fitness side of the game. Yeah, my core strength ain't too bad. I got, if anything in my upper body, it's probably my traps and my core is probably the strongest. Arms are coming along too, but the chest, the lats, that thickness, you get from the back and the chest is not really there. Muscle, and I got to develop that up a bit. And the shoulders and arms can always use more work, Shoulders are real important for bodybuilding. It's kind of, I've noticed some people that got pretty good physiques, they're like badasses, but their shoulders are kind of weak, undeveloped, because you got to do like overhead presses and stuff, and they didn't work on their shoulders too much. That's your shoulders are almost as big as your arms, muscles. It doesn't seem like it could be, but it is. It's two separate muscle groups. So like your triceps and your biceps combined is as big as your shoulders muscles. So there's a big muscle group there that, people forget about and neglect. They call them Boulder Shoulders. If you got huge shoulders in bodybuilding, they're called Boulder Shoulders. And there's three heads to your shoulders. There's the front side, the side delts, and the back rear delts. Usually the front delts get the most work because you do like pressing and push-ups, bench pressing, all works the front delts a lot, but the side delts and the back delts get neglected. Nice golf course. They definitely got some customers. We'll be maybe getting back here in the shade in a minute. So I'm going to do one day nothing but back, and then one day nothing but chest, and rotate that. Just focus on those two, and for mass. And then before I start the back or chest exercises, I do some squats. I do some squats and wall sits. The reason that is it increases your testosterone and anabolic, and it's a good exercise to do anyways. So start off with some squats, and then I go into back work. The next day I start squats again, and I go into chest work, and then reverse repeat. I'm really going to focus on those two, build up some mass. But you start off with some squats. It's sort of like a warm-up exercise, just body weight squats. You don't have to use big weights. Do like 100 of them though, like 5 sets of 20. Start off, plus some wall sits. Okay, we're getting back on the trail here, past the golf course. You're getting out of the sun. You should be getting some shade here pretty soon. Big ups, Todd Taylor. Big ups. Just have it read the chat here. It's too much sun, but now I'll be getting in shade. It'll be easier to read. I don't know. Ben says it's twice the price. I don't know about that. Because when I do hotel searches, it's still like very cheap. Hotels are very cheap in Thailand. Apartments are cheap. I don't know about Philippines, but I've done some Thailand searches. They're very cheap. Also, the exchange rate's better now. Like 10% more for your money. At least in Thailand. I don't know about Vietnam and the Philippines, but I think only the dollar has gained strength, though. I don't know about the Aussie dollar or the Canadian dollar or the British pound. I think only the American dollar gained strength. It's good for us Yankees. Yeah, if your currency dropped the last couple of years, then, whereas we gained 10% strength in currency, if yours dropped like 20%, yeah, that'd make a huge difference in prices. Trying to walk fast, so the faster you walk, it's like the faster you come across things you might need: water, charging ports, things like that. So that's the advantage of being able to walk very fast. But there's some cornfields. This is the Corn Belt, start of the Corn Belt. Western Ohio goes all the way to central Nebraska and Kansas. They don't just grow corn, obviously, in those places, but it's the major crop. Soybeans are pretty big too. Those are the two main ones. And then, raising pork and chicken and cattle too is pretty big. But that's more, the cattle zone's more like in Texas, Oklahoma, Colorado, because those are, that belt there, like Wyoming, Montana, that land is not really suitable for like growing this corn. It's not enough water, but it is great for cattle grazing. So the cattle lands actually start once the Corn Belt ends. Western Kansas, western Nebraska, Wyoming, Montana, Colorado, eastern Colorado, because it's all plains there. New Mexico, Texas. Texas has a bit of everything, but a lot of it's obviously cattle land. They got a lot of good farmland too in Texas. That's where all the cattle comes from. That kind of, it's, once the Corn Belt ends, the cattle lands begin. Cattle doesn't really create a lot of calories per acre, but it's very useful on pretty much land that would be unproductive otherwise. Like eastern Colorado is just, there are parts of eastern Colorado, for example, that can grow crops by the riverbeds and stuff, but it's very small areas. So like the rest of it's just very unproductive land. And it's basically the same with like the Argentinian pampas and stuff. So it's just a good place to let the cattle graze, you know. They eat all those shrubberies and little weedy plants and thorns and stuff. They just chow all that stuff. Those little, you know, shrubbery plants and stuff. Grazing on the land. But it's not really good farmland. Too dry. Here, there ain't much cattle because, like I said, it's, you know, the cattle doesn't really create a lot of money or calories per acre. This is like millions of calories per acre, 15 million. Cattle is only 120,000 or 200,000 calories per acre. Of course, they use feedlots now too. So they use it's not just free range cattle. Obviously, they use feedlots where they let them graze a little bit and then they feed them a bunch of corn and stuff. And that increases the calories per acre a lot and the dollar per acre. But it requires, like when a cattle is grazing on land, it requires no feed. It's free. It's free. You don't have to pay anything to feed the cattle. So that's the downside of having feedlots, is that you have to spend a lot of money on the corn and stuff to feed them. Yeah. But corn-fed cattle is different than grass-fed cattle, you know. But a lot of times they do a combination of the two in America. So, you know, they feed them corn and they let them graze too, and they mix the two. Yeah, I found the yellow socks. I got them. But the land out here is too productive to be used for like cattle grazing. It's like, I haven't seen hardly any cattle in Ohio this whole trip. There is some dairy farms where they raise, but dairy is totally different than just raising cattle for meat. Dairy farms are another total different thing. Philippines has been expensive. It was expensive when I was there. The hotels were like $30, $40 a night versus $10 and $15 for the budget hotels in Vietnam and Thailand and Cambodia. 10 to 20 a night. Like cheapest hotel was like 30 in Angeles. There was everything, some of them were like 80 a night and stuff. They weren't even that nice when I was there. Manila wasn't much better when I was in Manila. Manila had some hostels, but they were like 10 a night. It was like overpriced. I think in Boracay I had to pay 50 a night. I did have one hotel I stayed at off the Boracay Island. You had to take a boat every day. That was like 20, 25, but you know. But yeah, Philippines is not the cheapest Southeast Asian country to visit. Unless you get like a hammock and camp on the beach and then stay in hostels and then just stay in hotels like a couple times a week. But I think some cities, like if you go to Mindanao, Davao is pretty cheap. It's just like Angeles City, Manila, and like Boracay, they're expensive because those are hodgepodge spots. But if you just go like random cities in the Philippines off the beaten path, I think it gets a lot cheaper. And like all of Mindanao is cheap, all the, you know, the other islands. I think even Cebu might be kind of cheap. Yeah, I've never been to Subic Bay. Yeah, I think Subic is cheaper than Angeles, 22 a night. Baht bus is always 10 baht, unless you take you hire it for a taxi. If they go along the route, it's always 10 baht. But if you try to like take them off the route and they want to get like a personal taxi, then they might charge you like 200 or something, or 300. That's why people get confused about the baht buses. Like, I heard it's always 10 baht. They don't understand it's not a taxi. It runs a direct route. So if you're just going down Soy Bucao or Second Road or Beach Road, and you know the route, you stick on the route, it's only 10 baht. But if you try to hire them and take them to your hotel over in Prapsanac or Jomtien, it's going to be expensive. That's what a lot of the first-time tourists don't understand. how the bot buses work. Yeah, they will take you to directly to your location if it's, you know, off the route, but they're going to charge you for it. Because the whole thing of the bot bus is it's like mass transit. It picks up and drops off passengers along its route. If you're trying to take it off the route, you know, it's going to be, price is always 10 baht. It used to be 5 baht like maybe 20 years ago. It's been 10 baht ever since. Yeah, just give them like, don't, when you get on the bot bus and you get off, just give them 10 baht. Don't like, are you like asking them how much is it or something? Like they're trying to charge you. If you ask them how much it is, they think you don't know and they're going to give you a bigger price. But you just give them the 10 baht. That's a rule of thumb in all travel in Asia and stuff. Like you give them like, let's say the banana seller or the coconut seller. You know, the banana seller, they got a lot of tourists in this area though. So, you know, a batch of bananas is always $1, you know, say in Vietnam or somewhere around $1. So you just give them $1 and they might even give you change back. It might even be cheaper than that. They assume you know the price. But if you just ask them, hey, how much is this? And it's not marked, they might say like $3 for something, you know. That's one trick you can use. But you have to kind of have an understanding and knowledge of the local prices. Sometimes the prices are a lot cheaper that you thought it was cheap. It's even a lot cheaper, you know. But sometimes the prices are marked as well. You know, the prices are marked already. I'm gonna do a little quick teeth brushing here. Mouth feels a little unclean. All the coffee and all the food I ate. Well, guys, this trip is coming to an end, the Ohio trip, but like I said, I might be doing something this weekend, and the ball is going to keep rolling. We're going to be doing other stuff around the country, maybe more cities. Maybe visit the Pacific Northwest. San Francisco. I don't know, we'll see, but excuse me. That's nice. Feel better now. The Troy Foundation Bridge. Truth Warrior says, heads up CC, Seattle is an expensive city. I think they might have a hostel or something. I wouldn't be there very long, probably just a few days. Yeah, we'll see. I want to go to cities with hostels and stuff. Like San Francisco has them. You're not spending a lot of money on hotels. The problem is cities like Cincinnati and stuff don't have hostels. They just have the really expensive hotels. But if you go to New York City, San Francisco, Miami Beach, they all got hostels. Spicy Road says it's pretty nice here. Yeah, Iowa's a nice state. If I was walking through here in the fall, you guys would love it, man. The colors, so beautiful. All the trees turn colors, like different color, yellow and red and orange, and still got greens. It's like a kaleidoscope of colors. Not a lot of places in the world have that fall foliage. It only lasts like a couple weeks out of the year, but then the leaves all drop by then for winter. But it's only in places that have a lot of deciduous trees. So it's like northern United States, a little bit of Canada, Japan has it, northern China, some of China has it, and Western Europe. Once you get out into the plains and stuff, there's no, like, you don't have that because there's not many trees. New England has it, northern United States has it before you get to the plains. Not many places in the world that have that fall foliage. Western Europe has it, like France and Germany, Belgium. But Poland doesn't really have it that much because it's mostly the mountains and stuff too, but a lot of it's like farmland and plains. So you don't have that too much in Eastern Europe. But you got it in Bohemia, Czech Republic, Czechoslovakia, the mountains. China has a lot of it too. A lot of China is like deciduous trees. Some beautiful parts of China. I should do a live stream. I don't know, I probably won't be in Ohio by that. It happens like late October, early November. It's only like a 2-week window. The Halloween time is very nice in Ohio, like late October. It's like you got Halloween, you got a very festive thing. Halloween's a big thing. You got the apple cider. Apple cider is like abundant. Everybody's drinking apple cider. You got it's nice, cool, crisp weather. You got the beautiful fall foliage. Late October, early November is very nice. Special time of year. And then after that, you got the Thanksgiving, and then you got Christmas, New Year's. And then you get the dreadful about 3-4 months of solid winter, gray. January, February, March, it's just nothing but gray and cold. That's what people don't like this area, just because of that little bit of winter, but it's like big deal. And the winter can be kind of fun too. And it can be beautiful too with the snow. And like, oh, it's too cold. I gotta go to Florida, Arizona. I can't take the winter. Not even the winter's not even that rough. It's not like it's Alaska or northern Canada or Siberia. Actually, a lot of times the winters can be kind of mild, 40s, and it's just gray and dull, and everything's gray. All the leaves are gone, all the green's gone, everything's gray. The skies are gray. But it's only about 4 or 5 months out of the year. Like I said, it's really nice around Halloween here, this time of year. Then you got the Christmas season, which brightens things up. It's really only January through February, March, and maybe early April where you get the doldrums of winter. Hey, how's it going? Then once Easter comes around, spring starts kicking off in April. But the further south you go too, like this is more southern Ohio, so the winters down here are more mild than north. You got the lake. By the lake, it's more, Michigan, northern Ohio, western New York, by Buffalo. Buffalo gets some really rough winters, but they get all that lake effect snow. Chicago gets rough winters. So everything by the lakes gets worse winters than if you just go 100 or 200 miles south. But like I said, even then, the winter is not that bad. It's just something, it's a nice change of seasons, You get the summer, you get the winter, the fall, the spring. It's kind of a dumb reason not to live in a place because, oh, it's got winter, And maybe if you're older and retired, yeah, you don't want winter. But, like, I can understand that. But then if you're retired, you can move around more. You can be a nomad. You can go down to Mexico or Caribbean or Florida, spend the winter down there, Arizona, and come back here, still keep your house and live up here. Yeah, that's why the Sun Belt has been took off, Nobody wanted to, one of the reasons, nobody wanted to deal with winters. But it does kind of suck driving, in winters. Like, you gotta, they gotta plow the roads and stuff, and you gotta shovel the snow off your car, you gotta shovel your driveway. So I can understand that. Yeah, keep an eye out for a charging port. Might not have one until the next town. I don't know if I'll make it to the next town. What I could do too is just start a separate stream, like sit down at a store, charge for an hour, then fire the stream back up. I got off to a late start today. I don't know how much, I don't know if this is gonna be a marathon stream today. Might just be a half day of streaming. Seeing some nice countryside here. I can't really see the chat. I've been looking at the chat much because I've just been rambling because sun. I got the battery power settings real low with the brightness. So I can't really see the screen. I'm just letting you guys chat in the chat, and I'm rambling and talking while I walk. Okay, I have to get hey, how's it going? Have to get off here. That was a ranger, park ranger or something. You waved at me. Okay, we gotta, I think maybe the trail keeps going up there. We got no arrows. We gotta, it looks like it's up there. Let's see if I can't see the screen. I gotta turn the battery up. Oh no, I got off on the wrong trail. There was like a spur. I was walking the wrong trail the last 5-10 minutes. There was a spur that led somewhere else. It's all right though. We got a dirt road, a country road I could walk instead. Let's walk this country road. Or is that somebody's property? Yeah, I went on the wrong trail. There was just like a trail that led to this place, nowhere. Oh, this is just a dairy. It's a private road. Shit. It's too bright. I can't see the dang phone. Is it working yet? Guys, I'm going to try to hitchhike. I got off on the wrong trail. That's perfect. So they can pull in this drive here. This is a good spot to hitchhike. I need to go down this road a ways. I could go back, but might as well try hitchhiking. If not, I'll go back. Not a lot of traffic. I need to go this way. And they could just pull in. See, you got to have a space where they can pull in. Otherwise, it's very dangerous. So, let's see here. See if anybody wants to stop. Not a lot of cars. You need a little more traffic than this. Be here for a long time if I wait here. I just have to get back on the trail and go back. I got off on a wrong branch of the trail. I see a car way up ahead. There ain't many cars. A nice little, maybe 5 cars a minute. This is like 1 car every 5 minutes. It's not good odds. But if they stop, they can pull in right here. So maybe give them a little more space here. Got 3 cars in a row here. We have 5 cars in a row. Nope. It's really, no, I don't think anybody's gonna stop for a hitchhiker. It's really hard, but some more coming.